You may have heard of the Three Wise Men Foundation. It raises money for veterans. It's named in honor of three brothers. Their last name is Wise. Can you believe this? Two of the brothers were killed while serving overseas, and the third brother is keeping their memory alive. Former Assemblyman Nathan Fletcher happens to be cousins with the Wise brothers. He's also doing his part with a program called Step Up for Vets. Nathan, thank you so much for coming into our show.
Good morning. Good to see you.
I almost wish we were here talking about something else, because it breaks my heart to hear what happened to your cousins here. Yeah. What exactly is the story?
Well, so when I was growing up, it was me and my brother, and Jeremy Wise was one of my closest friends growing up, Ben Wise and Bo Wise, the three wise men, and we all grew up together. We camped, we played, we did sleepovers. We also all joined the military together. I joined the Marine Corps first, all five of us, and we added up. I was talking to my brother. Between the five of us, we did about 3,000 days at war. Wow. And unfortunately, the reality is when you have two Marines, a Navy SEAL, an Army Green Beret, and a Navy pilot all deployed at war, the odds are not in your favor. And tragically, we lost Jeremy at the end of 2009 in Afghanistan. And then just over 2 years later, we lost Ben. Both were killed in action, killed in combat. And so we started the Three Wise Men Foundation to say we honor Jeremy and Ben, but our focus is on the Bo Wises of the world. And Bo Wise represents that generation of veterans who survived combat, but now may be struggling to survive the peace. And the reality is the suicide rate amongst our returning veterans is astronomically high. The unemployment rate is too high. And so we're here to provide services, provide help, and really just provide a message to a lot of vets that, hey, we know what you're struggling with. We know how hard it is, but there are a lot of people that want to stand with you as you make this transition.
Right. We never want to forget about folks like Bo who are out there.
Right. Every day.
Feeling so empty,
every day.
I can only imagine, right? Losing both of his brothers.
Right.
Hey, you did something real special recently.
Yeah.
This Step Up for Vets program. For the first time, you climbed Mount McKinley?
Yeah, so we did. So we went, you know, it was interesting. So we raise money for a lot of good causes, and we kind of find creative ways to do money. On Veterans Day, we do a big event on the deck of the Midway, a big workout event. We're going to launch a surf event. But this is a mountain climbing series. And so an expedition of 7 of us went to Denali, Mount McKinley in Alaska, and summited the highest mountain in North America. And you know, climbing mountains really takes you back to a lot of what you felt when you were in the military. That teamwork, the difficulty, the adversity, picking each other up, the purpose. But we did it not only for that, but we also raised about $100,000 that will go directly to helping programs that transition veterans into entrepreneurship. So it was a great adventure and a great cause and a great outcome.
Now, you said that this is not going to be the first time you do something like this. In fact, next year you'd like to bring a whole group of people.
Yeah, so we're going to go, next year we're either looking at Mount Rainier or Mount Shasta, where we'll take a group of veterans. You know, Denali, going to Alaska, to the Arctic, is a pretty serious undertaking. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of training, a lot of equipment. So we may take a Mount Rainier or Mount Shasta, bring veterans along with us, let them rekindle that kind of camaraderie and purpose you had in the military, but also do it as a fundraiser. So literally we said each step is you're stepping up for vets, you're remembering those like Jeremy and Ben, how difficult their final steps in life were, and we're honoring them. But you're also thinking about those steps that all those returning veterans take as they navigate through that transition of coming out of one world into the other. And so it's not only symbolic, but it has great purpose in terms of raising money.
Now, some people may be hearing you speak right now and saying, you know, I am not in a physical condition to be climbing a mountain, but I'd like to donate. I'd like to help or sponsor one of these veterans. How can they do that?
So if you just go to the number 3wm.org.
Like Three Wise Men.
3 Wise Men, 3WM. Yep, 3wm.org. And there's information on Step Up for Vets. There's information on the foundation overall, and our Veterans Day tribute, which we'll be doing on the deck of the Midway this year. So lots of ways to get involved and support our veterans.
Well, we'll keep your family in our thoughts and prayers, and Bo Wise especially. Boy, that's tough. All right, thanks for doing what you're doing and keeping their memories alive.